of the National Sports Commission and the message you had to do with the development of infrastructure, galvanizing interest of students to participate in sports across the country. And Shehu Dikko is all in support of the effort of the Nigerian School Sports Federation.
I think for me, it's a good one at this point in time, right step in the right direction. We've been talking about school sport development. I think if you take a look at it, there have been a decline when it has to do with, school sports in the country for some years now. And that has also brought setback when it has to do with, unearthing talent, in the country. So for me, I think this initiative is a good one, taking a look at the fact that the School Sport Federation are towing this direction to make sure that, they revive school sports, of course, once again in the country. I think for me, it's actually a good one to go at this point in time. And talking about Shehu Dikko, who actually has the eyes at this point, for sports development. He has set up so many plans. And from what we're seeing, the man is actually very much optimistic on making sure that he changed the narrative of sports down here in the country. I think for him, embracing this one is a good one. I think with this, if this can be stabilized going forward, definitely, of course, we'll be able to, churn out talent in so many federations, because when you catch them young, it gives them that ability for them to get themselves intact and train, and also, keep themselves in shape for future competitions. You talk about countries like China, Japan, that always dominate in the Olympic Games. These athletes start from small, and in the situation where you train them when they are young, it gives them that opportunity to be able to compete against any opponents in the world. So for me, I think it's a good one. We'll just see how this particular partnership will go going forward.
Partnership between the National Sports Commission and, of course, Nigerian School Sports Federation aim at fostering an improved relationship, not just relationship itself, but improving infrastructure and, of course, encouraging greater participation among students of Nigeria in sports. Let's hope this will see improve progress between the two bodies, National Sports Commission and the Nigerian School Sports Federation. Only last Tuesday, we saw Shehu Dikko, the head of the National Sports Commission, in a budget defense in the House of Representatives, and he talked about having 100 mini stadiums across Nigeria in the course of its administration. Does this look like a realizable objective, Kingsley? 100 mini stadiums across Nigeria?
If you ask me, that's huge, and that, of course, will definitely take a lot of money, at this point in time. 100 mini stadium, is it achievable? I think if all hands are on deck, definitely they can achieve this one, based on the, the duration at which is going to be, the head of the National Sports, Commission. I think for me, something that they can achieve if they actually put their hands together and see how they can possibly work with the federal government, and as well, see how to get sponsors, because I think it's going to be a huge one on the federal government alone to see how they can, facilitate all of this. I think at this point in time, they also need people who can also come in and inject money into this particular project. 100 mini stadium in the country, I think for me is a good one. It would definitely, of course, give this so many states in the country that opportunity for them to see where, of course, to train. And I think for me, this 100 mini stadium will be coming with the best of facilities, where the athletes, of course, have to train and get themselves, of course, in shape, for future competition. So I think it's something they can achieve. It's actually it's a big dream, if you ask me, but if they can possibly do all they can, trying to see how they can, get corporate bodies and work hand in hand with the federal government, I think they can possibly achieve it. It's not going to be in the space of 1 year. I think it's something that's going to take maybe years, to achieve. I think Shehu Dikko is actually coming with the fact that he wants to develop sport. I think earlier when he came, he said that Nigerians should take their eyes away from, winning medals at the Olympic Games. That what he wants at this point in time is to put up that foundation. And I think for me, this is one of it. So we should just look forward and see how all of this will materialize at the end of the day.